Hello and welcome to episode 305 of the Daily Sales Message Podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. And at the moment, I'm in a little bit of a questioning phase where I'm sharing some of my most favorite sales questions that I ask potential buyers. And today, in episode 305, is this one. How does that sound to you? How does that sound to you? Now, the beauty of this question, how does that sound to you, is it is extremely open-ended. It's not a yes-no question. You can't really give me a simplistic brush-off answer. You've got to give me your opinion. I'm asking you for an opinion. I'm asking you for your feelings or your thoughts. How does that sound to you? And in doing so, you have to give me something. So, I'm going to do this for you. This was going to cost. This was going to be blah, blah, blah. How does that sound to you? You then have to, you can't say no, yes, or ignore me, whatever. You've got to give me something to go on. And then I can tell very quickly whether or not you're interested or not, because buyers want details and non-buyers want space. So if you give me a detailed answer that has specifics in it, I think, oh, okay, I can follow that up. That's interesting. If you give me a very, very bland, basic answer with not too much details, then it's more indicative of the fact that you're not interested. But how does that sound to you is a great question to ask when you're presenting something to somebody. Here is our offer. Here is our way of doing things. Here is our price. Here is whatever. How does that sound to you? And then if you want to, you can take a sip of your drink to be quiet for a second. A little natural pause, which kind of puts a little bit more pressure on them to actually respond. How does that sound to you? It's a great question. Add it to your question arsenal. And if you didn't have a question arsenal, now you do. Add it to that. Use it in your conversations. How does that sound to you? It's a fantastic question to move conversations forward, but also to weed out real potential buyers from people probably not going to buy from you. Right, that's it for this episode. Tomorrow, in episode 306 of the Daily Sales Message, and these episodes are getting quicker every single time, must be getting good at this. Don't make people do this particular thing. It is something I don't want people to do. Don't want your buyers to do it. If you make them do it, you're going to be deterring them and pushing them away in a negative fashion. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, if you haven't already, hop on over to LinkedIn and connect with me there. You'll find me there, James Newell, Clear Sales Message. Shoot me a DM. Let me know what you like about the podcast. It's always really great to hear from listeners around the world. I'm always astonished by how many countries this podcast goes to. So please shoot me a DM, connect me on LinkedIn. I also share a lot of stuff there, not more actionable, practical advice, not just on this podcast, but also on LinkedIn and in other places. Right, that's it for this episode. Thank you for listening or watching all the way to the end. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for another fast-talking edition of the Daily Sales Message.